Hello YouTube, this is a video again about eerie parties, also known as Chris. I won't pronounce his last name because I got it wrong. This won't be an ownage video. I'm not up to making one, and I don't think it would help him at all, and I don't think it would make me very happy to be angry at him. But that said, he has posted a lot more bollocks. We'll start off with him clarifying his position, which is always good to do. I know there is a God. I never read a Bible in my life. So he's not a Christian or Jew or Muslim or any of the big three as far as I can tell. His viewpoint on God and the devil seems very Zoroastrian, because they almost seem equal and opposing forces. But I'm just going to assume he's a general theist now. He does seem to subscribe to some odd conspiracy theories, but I'm going to focus on the God stuff. But he does, after that, make one very important statement. I feel that killing is wrong, so I would not. There you go. That's a brilliant moral statement. I feel that killing is wrong, so I would not. Well done, Chris. You've actually changed your mind about something and shown that you are a reasonable human being in some aspects. You're not going to kill me just because God says you're not. Now, instead of wanting to kill me and not doing it because God is going to stop you, you're not killing me because you know it's a morally wrong thing to do. That's in progress. I'm very pleased with that. It kind of goes downhill. I had a dream that I told my ex-wife Kathy Bussiere that I was not mad at her for leaving me. I understand that God made this world, but the devil runs free in it. She was overtaken by an evil soul called Scotty Colt, who used dark magic to keep her in his arms. Me and Kathy are soulmates, and she inside knows this. I don't want to interfere in your personal life, but if a woman leaves you, don't presume on her assumptions. That's not your prerogative. It's her life. Don't presume what she feels inside. That's her life. And for someone who's said a desire to murder people, I don't blame her for running away. I'm sorry to say such a thing, because obviously I don't know your relationship with her, but you've already expressed a desire to murder me, and although your moral progress, by admitting that you won't do it for a moral act, it's not such a great thing. Also, my pages, my videos, they're not bloody LiveJournal. So why are you posting it there? It had no relevance on the discussion apart from you babbling about Satan. Now, why must you walk on the left-hand path is a comment I actually had to look up. As far as I can tell, the left-hand path is skepticism and rationalism. And all I can say is I like to live in the real world. I like to live in a world I can know is fundamentally sound, rather than base it on what James Randi calls woo-woo. A term I feel rather fitting. But that's why. That's why, Chris, I like to know the world is real. And then he comes out with, if you don't think God is real, then please keep it to yourself. Please don't pass around your evil ways as if it was a big fat-ass blunt. So far, my evil ways is all they've done is get you to admit that you wouldn't murder people if you had the opportunity. That's a good thing, I feel. But even if my ways are evil and corrupting, I will still pass them around because I believe that they're not. I believe in free speech as well, so even though I think your views are evil and corrupting, feel free to pass them around. I'm not censoring your comments on my page, despite the fact you are very troll-like so far. You do make a good point that you have managed to make my video hit the ratings and honours in some things, which I'm not sure whether to be pleased or not about. I'm making these for my own satisfaction, and if anyone enjoys them, that's great. Please let me know. But going back to the, if you don't think God is real, then please keep it to yourself. Why? Why shouldn't I let people know my ideas? Then they have a chance to convince me their ideas are right, and I have a chance to convince them my ideas are right. It's called the marketplace of ideas. It's something I believe very strongly in, pretty much about as strongly as I believe in free speech, actually. If you think I'm wrong, Tell me, we can talk, we can discuss like sensible, mature adults, and actually maybe we'll come off learning something. He then goes on to say, I bet you ask yourself, well, if there's a God, who made God? Does God have others around that are God just like him or her? God can't be his or her name. For someone who's just told me not to speak up about me not believing in God, he then comes out with these questions. Surely if he doesn't know the answers to these, if he asks himself these questions, which he does say, then he should keep stum about it, shouldn't he? He shouldn't talk about it. But he does, so I'm still sticking with calling you a hypocrite on your positions, Chris. Then he goes on to say, God is a word like king, right? I'm assuming he's implying that I don't believe in kings. I hate to tell you this, but I swore an oath of loyalty to my monarch, her heirs and successors when I signed up with the TA, so sorry man. I can convince of a monarch. I can conceive of a monarch even. I can picture them, I can meet them, I can salute them, I can follow their orders. They're real. I've hung out with Prince Harry's bodyguards, and yeah, the whole like king, nah. God isn't a word like king, God's an oxymoron. Kings can be foolish, kings can be morons, but they actually exist. You, my friend, is scared. So you say it's all just fake. I say it's fake. I say I don't believe in it. I'm not prepared to make a statement saying that it is not so. I'm saying it is incredibly likely it's not so. I can't guarantee it not being so in the same way I can't guarantee that there's an objective reality outside my own perception. As far as every bit of evidence I've ever seen, it's not so. It's all a fake. And that's not because I'm scared. If I was scared, I'd probably cling to a religion and hope that I wouldn't end up just mouldering in the grave. As it is, I know I'm not going to end up mouldering in the grave because I'm going to be cremated. One of his comments is, now I say let's just jump in life and wait to find out. I have trust in God, but I still have many things to ask about. So why do you have trust in God? What evidence do you have there being a God? And what makes you think you know what this God wants? Your statement from the very start about God saying killing is a sin, how do you know the mind of God? And your general persona suggests to me you think you know what else God talks about, for instance, the devil's New World Order and God's order. If God's omnipotent, how can you be sure the devil isn't just furthering God's plan? I mean, you say you have many questions, but you seem to assume an awful lot without really questioning your own basic assumptions about reality. And for someone who claimed to be a free thinker, that's disappointing. I mean, really. Jump in life. Do it. Have fun. You only get one life. And I applaud you for the stuff you've managed to do. You've done some good comedy gigs. Good on you. I haven't been to see any of them. I can't rate them. I probably won't get to see them being as I'm on the other side of a fairly big pond, but good luck. Go out and have a great life. But why all this conspiracy stuff? Why the God stuff when you don't seem to have any justification? Certainly not you've put forward apart from bare assertion. It makes no sense to me, and that's all I can really say. Apart from your final comments, which I'm going to touch on, which are about my appearance. I knew it was just a thing in the back of my mind. Black hair and being like 19 years old, I felt I wanted to have a dark goth metal look. My dark goth metal look was quite a while back for me. I like rock, I like metal, I like black, but I don't consider myself fairly gothy. Certainly not now. And if this is gothy to you, you haven't hung out with a lot of goths. So yeah, that's all from me, YouTube. Thanks very much, and bye.